Let's do one more example. Alrighty, same trip. You crossed a snowfield and lost the trail. Now what do you do? Does anybody want to guess what the first step is? Nobody? Stop. That's right, Morgan. Stop. We're going to stop. We're going to pull out our GPS and cell phone, and we're going to get our grid coordinates. So let me write them down again. This time we got our 10 Tango Echo Romeo. We're at 7349 8535. So in this case, I'm going to just say I want to do a 6-digit because I know I'm supposed to be on trail. So I'm actually just going to write down 735854. And we're going to say that's my grid coordinate. Next, I'm going to plot my position on a map, and then I'm going to use my compass to get a declination. And this time I'm not going to forget to compensate for declination. So here's my grid coordinate up here. First things first, I already know I'm at 10 Tango Echo Romeo. That's my zone. It's down here on the bottom. And then Yogi, to answer your question, I'm getting them from caltopo.com. Put them myself. And then, so here we are in, so we're going right, then up. We're gonna go right to 7.3, it's right there, and 8.5, so 7.3, 8.5. I'm gonna place my map tool at the 0, 0 of 7.5, or 7.3, 8.5. And in this case, I'm just gonna go 7.3, 5-ish. There's about 5, 8.5, 40. So there's about, so maybe right about there. Let's double check with the map tool. So I'm going to 7.3, 5, 8.5, 4. So I was a little bit off. There's my actual. I'll put a little X through that. There's where I actually am. And that's how you can use a 6-digit grid coordinate. A little bit easier to remember. Still gets you to within 100 meters of where you actually are. Or in this case, because 4935, that was pretty close to that anyways. And now, once again, I could use my compass or I could use my map tool. Or in this case, I'm crossing the snowfield. I do want to get back to the trail. Let's see. So I do want to get back to the trail over here, but really I want to get to camp. Do I really need to go straight east to get back to camp, or could I just kind of head south? And this is an example of terrain association. So I have this really, I can't zoom in anymore. I have this really deep draw here to my east. I have this really deep draw to my south heading out to the west. They kind of create this funnel that come together. This is actually a bridge right here. They kind of create this funnel that come together. So do I even really need to get a direct, like dead on azimuth? Or do I just need to know, hey, I need to keep going generally south, and I need to make sure not to go down this little spur. I need to make sure to go down the big spur here. So in this case, maybe I'm just going to say I want to go generally south, which is 180 degrees. Using I'm still going from grid to magnetic, so I still subtract It's still a rightward movement. So I'm going to subtract 15. So 180 minus 15 is 165. I'm going to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go generally south because I don't really care. I'm not out here navigating, you know, to a specific tree in the woods. I just want to find the trail. This whole flat spot is covered with snow anyways. So it doesn't really matter if I'm walking on the snow over here on the trail or if I'm walking on the snow over here in the flats. All I want to do is get back to camp, get to my planned campsite right here. And so I'm going to set my compass to 165. I'm going to rotate it until I get red in the shed. And I'm just kind of going that direction. And maybe because I don't care that much, because I don't care too much about dead reckoning, I'm using my terrain association in this case, saying I don't really care that much if I stay dead south. I just want to make sure I don't go east. I want to make sure I don't go west. I want to keep going generally south. Maybe I'm only checking my compass now every 500 meters or so. Maybe, and actually that would get me, let's pull up our, if we did our little scale here. So here, this is about 500 meters right there. So that would get me to the spur that I want to be on. And then we actually picked up the trail again and found the switchbacks. So you don't necessarily have to have an awesome, like nailed down 100% dead reckoning azimuth. In this case, I plotted where I was at, said, hey, it doesn't matter if I find the trail because it's covered in snow anyways. So I'm just going to make sure I don't go downhill until I hit the spur where I'm supposed to be going downhill. Just walk generally south. I got these two big draws on either side. They're going to funnel me into the trail that I need to be on anyways. Does everybody understand that?